What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. Okay, I want to quickly cover a couple things, and then we'll get right into the Hotfix 2104, which is interesting on some of the changes. I had actually made a audio here a few minutes ago, and I was ready to put it together to a video, and then I saw this update came out, so it actually changes some of the stuff I discussed. Quickly, overall, I do like the update. The 21 update has been pretty good overall. Yes, there's been some bugs, there's been some nerfing, and it looks like there's a little bit of fixing that they made in terms of Harrow that we're going to talk about here in a minute. I am going to upload the full survival run that I did the other night, based off of that Lato Prime video that you saw that I was using, where I was getting the crits out of it and everything, and it was almost level 90s. I'm going to upload that. It was a random Axie run, and just about 50 minutes. Came shy because I died getting the last life support where we would have hit the 50-minute mark, but it was a great run. It was a fun time, and the best part of it, if you do watch, and I'm sure not many people are going to watch the full 50 minutes, you probably skip around here and there, but if you did watch it, what you would see basically is this is the first time I really had a chance to get into Harrow and get into the whole dual wielding, and I was playing with the Scourge and all that stuff. And you'll see the progression through the video. That's part of it. There's no audio in terms of me commentating. It's just a straight gameplay. But you'll see the progression where I start learning how to use Harrow, even though that's not fully modded, or not modded very well, if you will. But you'll see the progression throughout. And as it gets farther and farther along, I start learning the combinations, what to do with this, what to do with that, and that's the whole point of it, right? So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. That'll probably come out sometime Thursday while I'm out of town, and it'll give you something to do for whatever till I get back, Friday night or whatnot. But enjoy it. Leave comments, questions about it. I was learning Harrow. I was learning all this stuff. I really had the one time to get in there the other night and really, play it out and see. And so my impressions are so much better now of what the frame is, the weapons, how certain things work, and I'll discuss that more probably sometime over the weekend with you guys. Again, leave comments, questions down here if you have comments or questions about it. Overall, I think the impression of the update to me now is that it was a very positive update in terms of it's very solid. There's not been a lot of bug fixes, past updates where we've had 15, 16, 17, 18 hot fixes, and we're only at 4 hot fixes now. But this 4th hot fix that we're going to talk about right now does have some significant changes to it. And a couple of things that were changed here. The cap is still there on penance for Harrow, okay, but they did double the cap to a 120 seconds or 2 minutes. And I was actually discussing 60 seconds is really hard of a cap. A 2-minute cap would be much better. And that's actually where they ended up going with that. So that's pretty cool. Also with penance, they increased the duration from the shields by 25%. Increased the fire rate from 25 to 35%. Increased the reload speed from 50% to 70%. So a lot of positive changes. Nothing like super major crazy, but a lot of positive changes. These values are based on rank 3 abilities. Lower ranks, of course, are adjusted similarly, but the stuff I'm talking about is at your max rank. So, Thurible, they increased the range from 15 meters to 20 meters, which is nice. Sped up the energy channeling by 50%. This is at the max, right? And energy channeling speed is now affected by natural talent. Somebody had asked me that in that video that I'll post, am I using natural talent? I think it was in that video, maybe a different video. Somebody asked me if I was using natural talent, and I said no, not at the time, because I didn't have the space or the mods, and I hadn't really thought about it. But now that's another possibility for me when I'm modding Harrow, is to think about the energy channeling speed and natural talent. Covenant increased the crit by per 100 damage. From a 1.25 to a 1.5%, so the crit's a little bit higher, and that will make a bigger difference. So that's kind of a nice thing to do. Not a huge, I wouldn't say like it's like significant, oh my god, this is the best thing in the world, but I think the changes that were made were good adjustments that needed to be done. The hard cap they did the other day was absolutely not what needed to be done. Doubling the cap, I can live with that. That's more suitable than, say, yes, going 8-9 minutes with the penance on, and lasting forever. Now you get a 2-minute cap. It's good. Seems fine to me. So there is that. Let's see what else we've got going on. Additions: additional notification for energy gained by hitting enemies with Void Dash. It was always 10 energy per enemy, but you could never see that. So now you're going to actually see that when you're using Void Dash. You'll see that energy gain. They also, after completing the Chains of Harrow quest, if you visit Paladino in Iron Wake to purchase your Donda for the small ducat fee, shiny for the shiny, if you will, there's a Donda decoration that's now available. Just FYI. Defection changes. They changed defection squad sizes to a constant 3 in solo or 4 in multiplayer. Defection sessions are now joinable until 1 squad is rescued or 3 or more defectors are killed. This will result in more open defection sessions to join. They reduced the scans required on the white charger from 20 all the way down to 3. Thank gosh. Defection alerts now count squads rescued instead of individuals rescued. Requirements for normal alerts is 4 squads, so 1 squad from A, 1 from B, and 2 from C in multiplayer. And fixed the no enemy spawning after a host migration within those changes, the defection changes. So, interesting changes there. The big thing with the scan requirements going all the way down to 3. And of course, now that the requirements of what needs to be picked up in an alert, again, 1 from A, 1 from B, and 2 from C, in order to be able to get through the alert and exit. Chains of Harrow quest changes. There's some vague spoilers in there. I don't really want to talk about those. I'd rather not get into the quest too much. I haven't done the quests for people. I do want to do the quest. Obviously, I got those melee ribbon or the other ribbon mods sitting there at the end of the quest, but I wanted to wait till everybody has it because I don't want to let you guys enjoy it. I know everybody else has already posted the crap. Whatever, you can go watch it if you want. But I have no problem not watching those things and waiting to play it myself and enjoy it my whole time. But I like to wait on quests because, of course, we know that in the beginning they tend to be very, very buggy. And it just ruins the experience each and every time if you go at the quest right away. And, it's all screwed up. So a couple other changes. They optimized the potential hitches caused in infested spawn pods. Vor's Prize Quest intro cinematic is no longer skippable. Razor Chroma effects now play in the main menu and when effigy color is changed in the arsenal. The disabled mission failure for taking too long in mastery rank tests. Interesting. There's a few other bugs and fixes. Let me see what's in here. Fixed Opticore not having its 1 meter punch through. Thank you. Fix missing Pandero reload sounds when using it in dual wield. Pistols having double responses and animations, sounds, reloading, etc. We got Harrow's Thurible channeling not being cancelable with use selected ability button. They fixed Harrow's Thurible remaining in his hand if he enters the get downed while channeling Thurible. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in here. The penance not respecting the duration cap on the initial cast. Interesting. I'm going to have, of course, all of this posted over on the Nog community forums. It's obviously on the Warframe forums. I'm scrolling through the rest of this. There's some script error changes for casting Harrow's Thurible or Covenant, casting Oberon's Hallowed Ground, Banshee's Sonar, Ivarus Quiver, Bolt's Discharge, Mesa's Peacemaker, Hydroid's Tidal Surge, and Tempest Barrage. Those script errors have all been fixed, hopefully. There's also a scripting error when scrolling through available missions in the tab of the world state on the PC, on a controller on the PC. Hey, what are you using a controller for if you're on the PC? Come on. keyboard and mouse. Master Race. Just saying. Anyway. The rest of the changes and stuff, you can go check them out on the website. If you have comments or questions about it, please also leave them below. I'm happy to talk to you about them and expand it. Stay tuned for that other video, like I said, sometime Thursday, because it's going to take a while to upload the 6 gigabytes, probably while I'm sleeping overnight before I leave early in the freaking morning at 3 a.m. I'll make sure everything is uploaded and ready to just release at some point in that day. Otherwise, I will catch you guys probably Friday night in terms of more update stuff and what's going on as we get ready for TennoCon, along with everything else. God, there's so many games I've been playing on the background that I haven't given you the full updates on. I do need to get a lot of updates and stuff out there that I want to. So as soon as I get a few minutes to get some stuff together, you'll see some of the other stuff. I've got some stuff I need to talk about on the Division. I'll talk about Dirt 4 again. I got a few other things going on. I want to talk about the Steam Summer Sale, where I only bought 2 games. One I actually got for free for myself because I had money on my account, etc., etc. But anyway, okay, I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.